We sat down with Michelle Martin-McDulin to discuss her journey as an abstract painter with decades of experience.
Honestly, I always tell people I remember when I was, very young. I lived in California as a child, um, being out in the yard with my crayons and my coloring book and loving it. So I remember that, those first experiences. And then in school, being encouraged, I always loved it. And my art teachers really encouraged me. So they encouraged me to continue, and I did. So my high school art teacher really encouraged me to continue in art in college, but I thought I would go into writing. Um, so that was really what I started. But he made me promise I would take a drawing class. So I took a drawing class my freshman year, and I think I thought everybody was going to be better than me, that everybody was going to be older and more, I don't know. And so, but I took the class, and yeah, our first critique, we put up our drawings, and I went, oh, okay. Kind of like, I can do this. So I continued taking art classes. I think after my first year, I realized that I was more interested in art than writing. Continued from there. I got my bachelor's degree, and then I got my master's of art education so that I could do both things I love, teaching and art. And I think that's really what I love about art too, is that it's constantly like recognizing problems and how am I going to fix it, and also the magic of it. I'm an artist, an art educator, and a passionate nature enthusiast. Art has been a lifelong journey for me, one of exploration, learning, expression, and sharing. Every day, I find joy in creating, whether through pencil, pen, painted sketches, or photography, which often serve as inspiration for my larger acrylic works on canvas. From the beginning of human history, art has been a means of expressing what words cannot. For me, creating art is a deeply personal process, a reflection of my heart, mind, and spirit. Through my work, I aim to inspire others, to invite viewers to explore their own interpretation and emotional responses. My compositions often suggest transitional moments in time and existence, evoking a sense of movement between the seen and the felt. I hope that engaging with my artwork encourages appreciation, thoughtful reflection, a deeper consideration of one's own experiences and place in the world. Um, yeah, so retrospectively, I realized that it was a male-dominated world. I don't think I realized it during, while I was in it. But yeah, all my professors were men, and all the students were boys or men. I was the only woman, which I think ended up being good because their artwork was so different than mine. It was during abstract expressionism. So they were doing, very thick paint, dark colors, and just, like throwing it on there. And I think art should be pretty. And I was really wanted to learn how to paint what I saw, and then so I really went from learning how to paint realistically, and I was drawn to the landscape, and then I gradually became more abstract. I really felt like I needed to prove that I could do it realistically first before I could experiment. I don't know, but and then my first New York gallery show was a woman owned gallery. So I always think that she gave me my chance. Um, and looking back, like I said, I definitely have had to defend myself and like sort of stick up for myself, because my art is different than the men creating art at the same time as me. How long did that painting take you? And my new answer is my whole life. Because even if it only took me a few minutes to really get that idea out, I was thinking about it forever, or something I learned forever ago. Oftentimes I step back from my work, and I'm like, how did I do that? And it's really just that lifetime